Lodela mai Gulu City Council gujaro yub medwoko chen man makibara geni tenguni man mat sola kidong jamo ken megwako beber palwak magiti city man atira na idiwo eni kimuken mapol tipiri iyub melorange maojin.
At least the one thing for now we can all agree on is the soap to use. He likes that it's big and lasts long.
Anti-economy.
I like that it keeps my skin smooth. Ate alina echovu. And the children like that. It smells amazing. Everyone is happy. Movit soap comes in 4 fantastic flavors. Movit family soap is truly soap for the whole family.
Movit. All day confidence.
Council me Gulu City ubudwako chen mat matiyo kisole tenguri gen mia chel pirwa boro me gwako beber balwaka yoma ake Gulu mechero Kampala.
I'm appealing to the community to be patient because Gulu City is committed to repair all the spoiled street lights. We shall replace them and we shall repair them.
Latela Maloyo Party FDC pitutuno man kap sasan fungaro o chekme kilo member wengme party FDC wekwi me primary o ward maport.
In Fungaro Caps Hassan, the office of the party president is in safe hands, and I will be able to do what is expected of me.
Kadong janga mente manalo kombia chara chuma cooperative ucharo yup me yaro ngech manyen ikom chek manyen me doro biachara Uganda.
In some of the policies that we as government has put in place, but we the government officials are not aware.
Amor tuwale chia beach ni andwe abungwen mejwemia beach mwaka aliberu pirwa beach ania Sunday Akumu ajuli kaneno yup melorange mojin Wan Luo television. Eyub melwenyi komti maranyi Gulu City luloch me council me city man gujaro duoko chen yub me rocho matsole tenguri magitie eni gwirmana make Gulu man yo machero Kampala. Ikini yub man city engineer wani man matsola maromo gen mia chel pirwa boro kebala gen wako doke biano butero chilling $1,400,000 kibidwake chen weki med malo roma gwako beberu palwak maibo magulum ngat mo yara tie lokman aichia bicha yo beru ladit man Matilda wang President Yoweri Museveni Gulu City man ladit Amro Sonoria maologo bot lucho logangea Jonisani ujaga John Kelly Lokman matute yup mi logangea mojoin.
Yubman time konyo duoko chen timaranyi matime edi Gulu City neno ni ke yubu solar lights ka chil kikigoyo chel office pa mayor matie edi Gulu City. Christopher Omara balmoe Gulu City engineer uterone masola man mokene obale mamiro ayuba kon mo bale ne tegen mia beach kule ekom alibadek makekero edi Gulu City ni chake ma usmis program chake kere Gulu City. Dokbene kitike yub me goyo cheli office pa mayor me joko timaranyi manoke timo kono.
Ludiro abembe mi city mayor kachel ki RCC kitika launching yuko solar lights mago bale Gulu City. Gulu City chake ma use mir chake yuko solar lights maromo alibade ento mogo do beru mwaka maromo boro patro gido baleo mogo nyao go baegio chidong tini kumchako yuko solar street light machaka ki run about ba yibi kawo chuye kumbedini para why office pa regional police headquarter project mukena mabeki tika launch team any fencing Gulu City headquarter office pa mayor the town clerk
Innocent ayimbisibwe town clerk me Gulu City iloke okatene yuman duchu chentene ki jugo ki chente muchoro palwak mete dero.
What makes us proud is that we are using the locally raised revenues. The money that has come from the taxpayers is going back, and we can physically account and say this is what we have done with the money that we have collected from the community. This project is intended to enhance security, and within it We are trying to establish the mayor's gardens, which we shall maintain and put to good use, so that it can even be seen as a demonstration site for other people on how to make their places environmentally compliant. It also enhances on the security because the way you are seeing it has been free entry and exit. So even if you are putting a guard here, he's at risk. People can access from any point. So we believe when we have established the gatehouse and the fence around, the security component will be enhanced. For the solar lights, you all know that we have had a challenge of vandalism. We are not only repairing those ones which have become faulty because of either technical faults or what, but some of them have been vandalized. We have a challenge of people who come, either they remove the batteries or they remove the solar panels, and eventually they fail to function. If you move around the city, most of the lights are not functioning because they have been vandalized.
Kidman Achelo, Alfredo Kwa, Mea Megulu City, Olego Luak Mejolo Yubman Pien, Bikonyo Dano Makwo Isiti Megulu.
I'm appealing to the community to be patient because Gulu City is committed to repair all the spoiled street lights. We shall replace them and we shall repair them. I'm also appealing to the community, the LCs, the local leaders, the police, and the security organs. Let us protect these street lights because they are very expensive. Once it is put and stolen within a short time, we shall not have adequate money to continue repairing them time and again. So let us be vigilant and we safeguard and protect these solar street lights.
Kadong, Diji Megulu City, Ambrose Honoria, Paramater Lotela Megulu City, Pikateki Yubman, Dok Gen Machalo, Dud Maloyo Lok Me Bebedo, Gibitiu Ikumjo Magikwalo Mach, Sola Makikerite Ngulu, Kigibalo Jimmy, Palua.
I would like to thank the city again for giving priority to put back the street lights that were vandalized and some which could have got spoiled or worn out. But I want to warn those who have been climbing up to remove their lights that it is now our duty to help you to come down when we find you on top of any pole trying to vandalize street lights. It is not right for members of the community to just watch their sons and their brothers climbing up and thinking that every time that we must sleep at a pole watching and keeping a light, whereas they know who has actually affected the lighting of this city. We are committed to ensuring that Gulu City remains one of the best and fast-growing cities in East Africa, and we are determined to ensure that no city beats it.
Tutaman kiwajo ni bidwako chen timaranyi malu chol chwiny gi timo ikum dano ki jimmy pagamente ka chel ki paluak. Chel man bo netie mita ye mia chel ki piara boro wiario madul me Full Dose Engineering Limited ayegubu yobo ka chel ki match jome Genon Technologies Africa Limited ayegite karochone. Pi Wan Luo TV Joni Sani Uchara Chon idi Gulu City.
Kila ego lukara chule me kwanyo la nyot mo akibot jo magati te kara luku man I chuli me charo konyo dama ye peringa umbekbeno beti yana tima kabene gunong kabido. Peter Banya la konko RCC me Gulu City ma en loyo Petila Road Division waini mon luak ma ya chuli omero kwan la bol pakaraman matika mi ngomad jo mangom gi pere ki ben kabedo gi pere ni wek gin men gunong kanyomo ikindano. Kara luku e karamano katke yup menene ki yinya nyuel gi matika kin pin makiti ko maino ko pero kidwa gen chen pale ke mi pod gen ka ber moro to we ko bet ki ka ber me nyama me ki kin lu ka ma me ki man ni ka luko na George Wan Luo Television Ismail Jacob Jones Kelly Lokman Amatute
Pikar malaj lutela ka chel kilwak me Gulu City guber ka kok ma tek total ni lutena magi yelo dana district maki bor gini ago pol gi telo tena maki nyar gi lum dak ben gi pe ki kamo ki kan magi ramo chero iyem en to pekoman ramo chobek kache nen lutela magi ake kaka chela maya chule gen ko kwanya yo manyen ma kaka luko gutia ko kwanya nem Francis Odonyo lami tam lok me chik pe kaka luko wajane meno kaka man don gucha ko wako chokko anyo ligi magitika beru mo pat mukene lutian magitika beru street kidong dan makaberu gidong petie
legana dum ki botta de mukene kachi kaka luko romote mukitino pengo pe wakati kere wek ma chien wo poke mi apo poke kiena go ki joma ngom di per yer jomo kene kilo tier magu mala me dek dok gangen gi wajini ki tikka tuon no gi ngom me pien pe ki nyal gi lum unyo ke timo gi momo kere men petime iteke me ka alu ko la bore pien wan wangi yuni kila ka chela tiki dok ot tiki dugol ka do wo bot man ka mane yen mana ko bot ka mu ken wo chia ko chwa lu duru ni we ko nenu lu tien mo ni ka ti ade dai ni gi ma gen pe de ga da
udong yo wajani meno pero malo tien magi ko street gi kele e kom luak mai Gulu City ki ka ber mo kene romu chobe ka chenen ka mo kene ma ya chule go kwani yo acheli
ko chalo wan mo jomo ko niang ni kinyang ku be no tien ni ki dwa o yo gam mo kene ma no ki bedu center mo mano chalo ya ni pade ko ma no gitamo ni dwa ko nyolo tien lu ko pian ber ko waniang ni mo ber keyo kari beti bero keyo wan wa yar sing ma wachi bin we ko ku ka no twero ka beri ma men ni pe wati ka winyu ko mo ke bot lu tien ni an
kitung chel peta banya matila lop ko RCC me Gulu City dok enen ka beri me le ro pe division o pa ko ma tertran tote pa ka lu ko
tin wo winyi ki mo ma dog yo ko iya isiti kanyi wo wenya matek mi nano ni wa o ki pian mo ma ki pe ki kanyi era no na dir mo ma ni Francis do dong yo kulda wo ni mo lo ko ma ni gen ka ni ka ku gi gamo ki pian mo me ki wa ho kan ma taw ni kanu ka te wen ko bir nga ci gam ma mege ki ter gan ki tiam ken ko ki wati ni gen go ngom ke ka ta do ki charo we gi do ku ma ko ngom we gi ku ma ko ngom do pe gi ni mo ken e ni ber ma na ti ni e ni ngom ma ti nyai lo ma te
banya omedeni kache ki chokolo tien magitika ko district kom karman che lok me ko ki yakodan i district bid dong wa kom lu ko ki kome ma meno tich i kom gi ramo bero yotral ki tung bod lu wa coach Ismail Jacob Jones pe Wan Luo television i Gulu City
ngar matiga tich pichuno wa president me party makiliwani mono forum for democratic change man FDC yu machek caps Hassan Fungaro ti wachiang kilo me party man meneni kui me primary te party FDC yu war mapot tikmon Fungaro mi boten twer ma president me party man Patrick Amoria Taboy ayo mi boten kar me Dr. Pajo we mi kar me chuno kui e kar me no kat kecham mege me makobande pa party man ni kui me primary me bero president me party FDC ikinje mukene mokwana bena kana tat kibot dulmalo yete party FDC ayo bero Patrick Amoria Toboy kidong karan mamegi karman nandala mafabi mabeni gimero chumbe bero president me party FDC iloke bot Wan Luo television Hassan Fungaro olok madito twal geno nywago bot geno nywago achel kila George pa Wan Luo television mantene soringi
Caps Hassan Fungaro mautie jadit pa ungumila mgamba FDC majishimo nitelo wi ungumila mgamba ne pikare moko manongo jadit Patrick Oboya Moriat otie IPM memako bandera pa ungumila mgamba ne iyer madit maubeshibini ormubinum Caps Hassan Fungaro shikirani ya ebeshi tiyu karashelo kujumemba mirungumila mgamba ne ninenu niya yalembe sheke utu mabern Patrick Amoriat omikolosh mitela wi party ne ni Fungaro ishankasa shel mukadho PNN dar ni nyuthu miti pare michungu chala jama kabera pa pati ne iyer ma obeshi bedu tiem yer ne obeshi yo ni ngati ni piem iyer madit ma obeshi bedu tie i orumubinum iwechuku jadit Caps Hassan Fungaro ewachu ni ya etie kugen madit ni ya tela mapare obeshi bedu maber ma ebeshi tiyu ni nenu ni ya danu magite jumemba mirungumila mgamba ne gidaku ni ya shell.
I have accepted the responsibility. And I believe I will be able to discharge the duties, the roles and responsibilities expected of me properly, I'll be able to work to the expectation of the person who has a picked interest in me and said I should take care of the office. He believed in my competence, my dedication, and my ability to deliver. And therefore, I would like to assure you, members and leaders of the FDC and the people who support us, our supporters, and generally the country, that in Fungaro Caps Hassan, the office of the party president is in safe hands, and I will be able to do what is expected of me in this period of time that I'm in office.
Fungaro owacho ni ya chalo FDC gibeshishwa kongo ni ya omako anyolengo mi Uganda jodi gikulembe mishike pia ni ya chikne jutieka ni loko sawa moko kende ento gitieka ni mito ni ya omako anyolengo mi Uganda jutel gikungech matiram.
Regardless of the stumbles, the staggers we have been in, to me as acting president of the party, I would like to drive the party and the people along these lines of national picture and a national party for all people, including people from Kirhura, where President Museveni comes from.
Ewacho ni ya gibedu kaniloyo kwir chalo ungumila mgamba FDC ento government pajawingom Yoweri Kaguta Museveni obedo ngokani yu igi ni omako giting tela ingom enim.
When FDC really won the elections, but we were rigged out. Now, if you go to the elections of 2006, 2011, 2016, FDC won the elections.
Ikomlembe mishwalo dul muony mingomi Uganda ni lwenye ngomi Sudan moyopiny karashelo kungomi Congo Fungaro wacho ne ya omako gamento wekani tiu kumkeya mingomi Uganda chalo jamtish mamigi ma etiekani penjo ni ya ngama utiekani water slingi mishulu jukeya ma juchwale ngomi Sudan mayopiny man sendene ngama utiekani wokudem.
The UPDF has been turned into like a mercenary force instead of being a national army to defend Uganda. The UPDF has been deployed to South Sudan controversially. Members of parliament were called to Chankwazi. To Chankwazi, they came back and said, we have allowed. The UPDF should go. What have we allowed? They did not scrutinize the terms and conditions under which the UPDF was deployed in South Sudan. What were they going to do? What was the mission? And how were they going to be sustained there? In terms of budget, where were the resources going to come from? You see, these things needed to be put down. And what about the safety and security of the members of the UPDF who are in South Sudan? Those who are injured, those who get killed, will they be compensated? We needed a proper and comprehensive agreement, memorandum of understanding, if any, to be signed, and the troops should be protected properly, like what happened when people went to Somalia.
Ungumila mgamba FDC ikare mukadha ngesh gibedu ko telere mateki kingi mauketo jumemba ne mukende gidarni weka ungumila mgamba nem. Jumukende kawuni jitieka ni washi ya gitieka ni mitu ni wokudu ungumila mgamba migi mukende. Ikin jumu bedu ukare mi wokudu ungumila mgamba ne utie jadita Dr. Kiza Besigye majutieka ni washi ya enre maisha kungumila mgamba FDC. Ento kawuni etie odikol milozira piradot ma government uketi kumem. Juwang dhani otmo kushik ngomi Uganda mukende magiti ungumila mgamba FDC pol mamigi podigi wodho godwangi ikomlembe maobedu kanitimere ungumila mgamba nem. Pilambange maochwin Wan Luo TV, Oringi Dennis, Kampala City.
Kila igolo nyor me gwaka maber lotino magiti yue karmane we kuko maber ka ben kudokti ni gangwan manogi ti lotino makwiri lokmano akibole fonge wani mon karme ber gang lotino mer ku beti karme fonyo je manoki timo kipajo oyo bene wat kilo nyor kilo lotino makene mati gama me kikabene kuko maber manoki gwogani yo mopore we poko wan yo ben gen maraj poti mi komgin ikarme yue meta machel memwara alibario Pierre Biabit eni kia City Emmanuel Ojok Kelly Lokman Committee Kore.
Jopuonj moko ma utie i Arua City utie kani kwayo jurunyodo ni neno ni gigwako awia migi ikare ma eni miyom kara kud ginwang peko moko eni yom mitem mamirachel eni nia omako ginen nia gi lubu kare sheke nyoka bedu sheke ma awia migi utie kani chidi ie ni neno kite ma awia gitie kani tugu ko juri migi man kitugu ma awia utie kani tugu man bende nia jurunyodo omako ginen nia gibedu kare shelu kuda awia migi kare sheke kara mer ikingi udbed matek man bende kagidok isomo gipoi kite ma jurunyodo migi be marugi ngati ashel kingi utie Natal Parks ma utie jawiskuru ma juluongo Vianney Nursery and Primary School manwangire ya Ivu Division ya Arua City. Parks washunia ikarimiyum eni jurunyodo mange be maro kende kanishwalu awia migi ni chidu kani yom ko wedi migi ma utie kabedu mange ento ungo kanibedu ipasho migi.
True. The message I can send to the parents is that they should love staying with these children. That is the reason why we have holidays. It is to refresh the children. It is to make them learn other things that they have not been learning in the classroom or at school, associating with their relatives. It doesn't necessarily mean that when it is time for holidays, children must go visiting relatives. Children must also have time to stay with their biological parents. We should learn to take care of children. We should take responsibility of our children and see how these children grow emotionally, physically, and mentally. So my appeal to you, the parents, is that keep these children in the 3 weeks. Try to keep them near you so that you monitor their progress, how they have been doing at school, how school has changed them, either negative or positive, so that you come in as a biological father or a mother to correct the child.
Manbende Samuel Edobo mautie ngati mauponju pi oru makado apar washo piretek ni neno nia awia eni ubedu maberi pashumigi ka giduogu kudisomo pirango isomo nwangu gitie kudanyonga man tich nwangu tekungo Antonia jurunyodo mange be maro kan meo tich matek ni awia migi ka giduogu kan yom.
When you keep now the learners within learning environment, the question of exposing learners to hard labor, torturing them, will not be the case. Actually, gone were the days that the parents engage children to hard labor. It is not okay. It is against the children, let me say, it is against the children rights. Of course, when you expose a child to hard labor, you find that this child mentally will not grow upright.
Peter Adrionji mautie japonji ashel washonia ikare miyom jurunyodu mange bemaro kanishwalu awia migi ipotu manni miu gi teach matek mapepo rengo ku oru migi.
By their parents, you have to keep these children busy at home by giving them works. When I talk about work, I don't mean the farm work. I am meaning the work which they have been doing there at the school. You also help them to guide them where possible. That's the only message I have.
Tama Mirachel eni maushakiri inendo ario padui mirario I orma eni oringo pinendo pira bora webongwen man udar I dui man udar inendo ario padui mirabich eni awia ikarimi yom eni gibeshibedu ipasho pinendo pira rio wia dek piyom patam Mirachel.
Wan Luo Television nyinga Ujioke Manuel IDS City Mirarua.
Kanon makiloni lei kanon nepa odlega me mane dini me Anglican Isaac Kanguyo Jaffa maucharo kabir ma icharo dul makiloni here is live kedong beno charo radio makiloni mona voice of life mati West Nile odego joe book manyoro yo mamege me koket me work en yakitino niyo we karni enim book man kitekiloni mon against all odds tok pene kibiyara tie itia bichel digni eni ilok mamege anguyo wani mono bok mano bokon beto to dan maro mako kono lok mano ti kwerni magero mo chako ti kwer machalo yo malo ko me pian ene don bolo nyori kedeng lutino man kiben jomo ken mo gwa ene dok pajo obero joma pol dore don ke piet padayo ikin jami mokene Robert Ariaka ologo en kianguyo ki Arua City. Matika loke ko mabok man mayano choini anguyo miyo ko report bul mageti kare manne mekwano bok man kibene niang maber tol ododo mikwone. Eno wani mone kwanyo la bol ke ko makwa mamege me ma kidong nyom ma oti mekwone kabeno wani mono dama pul matini kare manne gi wani mono pegero maneno peloko ma ento jamine duju miyor ko bin kia loka miwich. Eno wani mono bulu mian guchak loke me dog bot luba kacheki noni mono nina pe mawangi pe pera mageti kwere ento o miar po doke matoko kidong tike yeri mogo mano chek pe ye. Ododo me kwa panguyo yara ti kwa mechan mo beri ye odon pero ma umiyo boten miri me chakatit matek me kira loka ma loko kwa me karibet ni mono chono gichamu nina tili ken kichel ente de kareman e beru ki kayer me kwan ki bene nongo adwoki mabe.
It is the story of my life and it extends a little bit to my great-grandfather and then my father, my grandfather, my father, and then when I was born and how I was born and the challenges that I went through. And when I got married, the story of my marriage is another one which I really want to recommend every young man or woman reads, because many times when people say, because of you I don't sleep, because of you I don't eat food, people laugh it off, but I experienced that because when I talked to my father, you'll get it all in the book, but let me give you a briefly. When I talked to my father that I'd found a lady whom I want to marry, he said, well, go ahead. And that was all what he told me.
Malupe kilok panguyo duan mono ki mako ki kero itep me kaseto berge mapol mo konya en me miyunget potan ma yaringa kala chendo ki gonyo ki loke lep mo kene la chendo loke odoko radio station olu makono dan mapol magiti West Nile ki miyunget mapigitego makelo don lobo. Yup mayaro bok mano buti mecha bichel ili Shuba Hotel machi Arua City. Pelorange Mochwin Robert Ariaka.
The young people who are facing challenges, who are struggling, who are giving up hope. And I've said, no, don't give hope. Now, how I grew, here I am, Isaac Ngoyo, having head or chairing a meeting in London of an organization called Micah Global. I was the chair of the board. Here I am. How could I reach there? How? And here I am going to Singapore. Here I am, I'm going to Switzerland and other places. And then heading ministry called Here's Life and Voice of Life. So I've come through these challenges.
Malupe kilok panguyo duan mono ki mako ki kero itep me kaseto berge mapol mo konya en me miyunget potan ma yaringa kala chendo ki gonyo ki loke lep mo kene la chendo loke odoko radio station olu makono dan mapol magiti West Nile ki miyunget mapigitego makelo don lobo.
Specialized more in cassette ministry. Well, these days you have very many digital things. But during our time, we would record on cassettes and distribute this. And that is what I wanted to do. I started when I came in Year's Life. I wanted to build a big cassette studio where I would produce cassettes and where we would distribute these cassettes in the churches. In fact, when I started to do that, because there were these cassette players which you crank. They didn't need battery. Just you put the cassette and you crank.
Yup mayaro buk mano butim mecha bichel ili Shuba Hotel machi ya Arua City. Peloga ngemo chwiny Robert Ariaka. Iloga ng'eya mamago biashara jangamente manalo kom biashara chuma ideng cooperative ochaga yob mayar ng'ich manyien ni kom chiek mai katu ken manyien medoro biashara ilowo Uganda chiek mantie penene mon kichobo per mapuelo mago biashara mag matien ke mala diere lobo Uganda weke lone kachel weke dong malo rome timo biashara ilobo man na wanen kong alok man matut yob meloga ng'eya mocho nyetikana no Wan Luo television.
Ministry malolo kom biashara chuma kaachiel ke cooperatives gitiki gan matekto ka chen nen ge mi ngej lok mamako lokom chiek manyen bolo tim biashara vot ka ber mapat pan melo Uganda chi mano bo konya matekto al mi loko kitma do tim biashara gitika tikere kom karaman chiek man mamako lokom biashara mako jime make chwal ge biashara lo mawago jime make gamo ki kilo mo ken ki ker kilo Uganda kidong bene biashara magitimo ite der kan ilo Uganda.
From the beginning, we said the last policy we had was in 2007. Now, we are looking at this policy framework revision, and I'm hearing things like PDM, EMIOGA, and all those. These are programs that are time-bound.
Why do we contract in other sectors? We just had the agreement the other day. And they are collecting a lot of money from us. We have contracted with Jagali. Why are we not contracting this very important step in the lives of the businesses or in the economy of Uganda?
The biggest problem is the interest rate and the conditionalities of different financial institutions.
Ambrose Honoria, RCC Gulu City, kono kok matek to len tem biashara magiti teder giti ka deno chan matek to malupe ki chik matek malupe ki chik mamago lokum jimi maumir ki chwal gi machara ilobo mawago.
Many times we get caught up in some of the policies that we as government has put in place, but we the government officials are not aware. Yesterday, I went to the logistical hub and I wanted to find out what is going on, and I found trucks there. And then they told me, now you see, we have changed policy. You are no longer going to be cleared in a level. The clearance is going to be here. But if I had not gone to the logistical hub, I wouldn't know.
Kitungchel, Sekamada, Angelo, Mati Senior Commercial Officer, Mao Aki Ministry Med Trade, Industry ki cooperatives otero be pa chiek man manyen magitika mi ngeche bolo tim biashara mai city man.
We are undergoing what you call industrial boom. Our industrial base has really grown. We have more industries right now more than what we had in 2007. And you know that from the past NDP3, NDP4 are all fostering for accelerated industrialization. So we and then also you look at the NDP4, it's looking at the 10 growth strategy. So we can't achieve all those things basing on the old national trade policy. It's this new national trade policy to inform that, because a lot of things have evolved globally, regionally and continentally.
Alfred Okwa, Mayor Gulu City, Olego Ministry man, Mio Mirgo Nanke Mio Ngate Mamaro Lokum Jimmy Makichwal Gima Chara, Wiloma Waro, Kidong Jimmy Makagamki, Kiloma Waro, Mea Chara Uganda.
This can be profitable. It's not a local market. Either cross-border or overseas export or import. That can help to boost or to increase the profit of our business people. And people who have experience in export and import are very few. In this area, they need mentorship. Not a boardroom presentation like this.
Ukwa bene tiki luar matiaksan ni wel muchor matima tiaktal kom karman tika wako biachar mapol tika to wako RCC Gulu City beno wajo ki commercial officers no mier gen ku kwany kar ki me ber ka ngiyo getu chuk ma pat mano fut pia ger meno chakke piane kar mo kene ki maro tenyo ji mug ma pigi tego ma mier bed I chuk.
Other people to go to see. We are building markets everywhere, left and right. As commercial officers, give your eye to observe the design of the market and have a say. And if anybody refuses to listen to you, the RCC, the RDC is available at a free cost. And say, no, this one cannot work.
Ka choke man meniana cheli okelo ka chel lutim biashara ma pat me Gulu City lutij pagamente ka chel ki ludirmo a ki ministry ma lo kum biashara chuma ka chel ki cooperatives. Ismail Jacob Jones pi Wan Luo Television I Gulu City.
Hello, kom tu mukene gan kwa matika chung pia choli pia madit pagan kwan senior mete time ibukedia kidong Maningora district la woni o ipiem manini roma ngwene kama secretary kidong ben la yibi kuturo pia gan kwan makiti ya choli wanen adukituro keyboard David Magere man adukituro penirma ngwene ichi ngwen la woni enelwe aboro metremia beach.
Tuku man kono tika wad magwa tutual ituku dirume basketball ino ya doki tuku mauti me ichang angwen kono mani basketball pacho kilo tina nyira Mbale SS Omar Mach Iching St. Joseph's College Umbachi Makshi apar bori kumapar bungwen kaseta ogoyo kisubi mapera Makshi piardeki kumapa kanya kisura Oloyo St. Lawrence Makshi piariwa kumpiariwa chiel Hope Secondary School Oloyo Bethany Secondary School Makchi Piari kumapara biro ka Agakan Ogoyo Bugema Makchi Piari wa bor kumapara bich keken Turo mokene kon muberutie Fudi Dulman Ayembale Secondary School Magien kumar machi chinga yaza Makchi Piari wa cheli kumapara keken Kalubiri SS Kengo go Nyakasura Makchi Piarde Piari kumpiari wa chiel Ka Hope SS Kengo maru mach bene chingi ganga SS Maxi Piariwa cheri kuma par bor keken ka Saint Balikudembe gwen go chanyo Mandela SS Meoima Maxi Piade Piari kuma par Shell to mogiro yotiano meno kono aye Jovok Secondary School gen go koyo Jinja SS Maxi Piariwa biji kuma par keken ka Chebemba SS gen bene go mar match chui iching mengo SS Maxi par ngwen kuma par beach ka dong Jinja SS go no loje kon gen go setanama Maxi Piari kuma para beach ino ituru dila don kono turu mauti metin chia beach kinendo para Chibuli SS notika makegi lounge Teso College man I category ba ka Teso College dono chochorgi bo makegi St. Mary's Chisubi man I category ba be category ba St. Joseph's College la yibi no tika makegi St. Mary's Chisubi ka dong Seroma no tika makegi St. Mary's College Ombachi Vara SS no tika Marozana Mixed School ka dong Sacred Heart SS Gulu City no tika makegi Nabi Sunsa Girls SS inoni Toro Girls SS umakegi Bishop Cyprian SS Turu kono yo diladon man basketball bu meta nyim meno donc joma bu chere ron mokene kishan bishel direne lorange comme Touré Wan Luo TV David Magere.
Kidmanena kwe report weng mokat ni Wan Luo Television okelo waya gike yup melorange mochin picha bij matin Anya Sunday Akumu wa make chabit manyen pikombiti mete kineno Wan Luo Television kiken